You were found with a fair amount of substances. How come D.A. Russo allowed you to go scot-free? What's on your mind, Alan? How would Pacho be able to run the most successful business in Valley Park if he's not fit to run it? Since Devante is Adaku's business associate, maybe we can use that against her. How so? Maybe we can get Pacho to be Adaku's next associate. Okay, Zeke. I hope you're not here to waste our time again. It ain't a waste. The other day, Adaku spoke with me. This is definitely a wonderful surprise. Good to see you again. Vivian, right? Right. Looks like today's my lucky day. What do you want, Harley? How dare you strike our child? Devante, you should be home resting. I've rested. I'd also like to thank you for visiting me and bringing Pacho in when I asked. No problem. But I must admit that I've got another favor to ask of you, Terry. What is it this time? Can you serve as a character witness for the trial? What did Adaku speak with you about? She asked me about the time I was arrested and wanted to know if Quinlan believed that I was selling. Do you have any idea as to why Adaku would just meet with you out of the blue and ask you these questions? Nah, I might have an idea. This meeting isn't as random as you both think. What you mean by that? What you know? Look, I didn't come here for the reason you think. You sure? I didn't order anything. We didn't really get to speak when my father and I showed up at Russo Jewelers. Actually, we didn't even get to say hi to one another. Now you're back at my doorstep. To me, it looks like third time's a charm. The truth is that Russo Jewelers is a magic word. That's why I'm here, to warn you. Warn me about what? The Russos are coming after your family's business, and I know what their next move is. Your son was out of line. Is that it, Essador? Or did he tell you some uncomfortable truths that you didn't appreciate hearing? Harley, did you come all the way over here just to speak nonsense? I'll tell you what's nonsense. Allowing our son to try and go after Theodosius' palace as some scheme to make up for his lost inheritance. Are you upset that Alan was trying to take over Theodosius' palace because you think it's a bad idea, or are you just mad that our son's actions would make your client angry? I certainly didn't expect you to ask me that. Why are you surprised? The two of us are friends. It surprises me that you didn't jump at the chance to serve as a character witness. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get out of work to go to your trial, Devante. That's the nice thing about court. When you're asked to go, your job won't bother you about not being at work. Come on, Terry. Things are getting real, and I could use as many friends in the courtroom as I could get. Zeke, try to remind yourself that you're in the position you're in because you seem to enjoy doing what you want to do. If my sister's in trouble, then I need to know. Adaku wants Quinlan to track down the person who leaked her information. But that was all Quinn. Y'all gotta make sure that Adaku don't try to come after my sister. Your sister got herself into this mess. I'm sure she's more than capable of getting herself out of it. You got issues, you know that? Excuse me? Just cause my sister hooked up with your husband, you think that means she deserves to lose her life? Thanks for the heads up. I knew that the Russos were coming after the hotel, but at least I know that Alan's dumb enough to try and make me look stupid. Can I ask you why you're going against the very people you work for? Are they not paying you enough? Actually, the Russos owe me much more than an internship. Why is that? It'll all make sense eventually. Since I gave you some much needed information, I would like a favor in return. I'm thinking about my son's well-being. You know that Devante could make things difficult for Alan if he had any idea what he's been up to. You can relax. I'm pretty sure Alan told you that I asked him to stand by. And you expect him to just give up like that? When his motive is to make up for half of his inheritance? What about Isabel? I know that she and her daughter are staying here. Do they know that our son is trying to take their livelihood? Don't you dare say a single word to Isabel. Why am I not surprised? To this day, you still see her as the woman that I can never compare to. Is that why you were so willing to go along with Alan's plan? That way, you could keep her here forever? Mom, what are you doing here? Of course, I'd like to help you, Devante, but would the jury even care if we're friends? You have a respectable position in this town. Why wouldn't they be willing to listen to you? Correct me if I'm wrong, but it also feels like you're trying to get out of serving as a character witness. This isn't as easy as you're making it out to be. The truth is that I'm nervous. Nervous about what, Terry? I'm worried that I might mess everything up for you. Listen to me, and listen to me well, Zeke. I still have the power to forget this deal and throw you into a prison cell where you belong for almost throwing my baby in a casket. That won't be necessary, Heidi. In fact, Quinlan has already figured out a way to keep herself safe from a Daku. How? She's gonna convince Pacho Torres to become a Daku's associate. I do owe you, so I see no reason not to pay you back. What is it you need? If I feel like I can't achieve my plans and get what I'm owed from the Russos, then I'm gonna need an ally. A rich and powerful ally, as insurance if things go wrong. Luckily for you, I was born into wealth and power. Does this alliance also mean that I get to have your number? I get that you haven't called me your soulmate, but we're no longer strangers. Put your number in and I'll text you. Looking forward to staying in touch, Vivian. See you around, Pacho. Quinlan, I hope you're not calling me with any more crazy ideas. I must admit that this is another crazy idea, but I know for sure it will work. In order to take down Adaku, you need to work with her. We didn't get to speak last time. Can we go in the living room and talk? What's the matter, Mom? Too embarrassed to let Dad know that you're having an affair with Commissioner Burke? You're doing what? Have you lost your mind, Harley? When you defended Devante, I thought you were just being selfish, but I'm beginning to wonder if you need a psychiatrist. You know the damage Finnegan and Heidi's affair caused my family, and you decide to hop in bed with him? Who I see is none of your business, Isidore. And I don't need to hear your explanations, Mom. All I've got to say to you is for you to prepare for the entire family to be against you as you defend the very man who brutally took Elvira's life. You won't mess anything up. All you need to do is tell the jury about how you see me as a friend. Believe me, it's more helpful than you realize. Okay, Devante. I'll serve as a character witness for you. I knew you wouldn't let me down. See you in court.